Today we embark on one of the most difficult challenges imaginable. This is a rebuild, but we can only have one player from a single nation. If we sign an Englishman, no more Englishmen. If we sign a German player, no more German players. And this isn't just with the starting 11, this is with the entire squad. I hope some of the lesser known countries are ready to shine because this is your time. And for this challenge, we're going to be using Wolfsburg. They are seriously struggling in the Bundesliga in the relegation dogfight. So they're going to be incorporating some left field tactics to get them a Champions League tie. So here is our default starting 11 that we start life at Wolfsburg with. Now I've jotted down the players we have in our squad. We currently have 3 Belgians, 2 Austrians, 12 Germans, 2 Danes, 2 French players, 1 Brazilian, 1 Swiss player, 2 Croats, 2 Polish players, 2 Americans, 2 Swedes, 2 Czech Republic players, and 1 Portuguese player. So we've got a massive clean out ahead of us. I'm expecting this first season to be just complete and utter chaos. And I should probably classify, there is no chance we can make this realistic. I'm just going to sign whoever makes sense. Where possible, we have to sign players from more unique countries. Right now, we needed a right back, so we're going to sign Tomiyasu, Japanese player, into the side, £20 million to bring him across from Arsenal. So unless we sell Tomiyasu, that now means no more Japanese players. And we've got our first player departure, one less German in the club. Denan Pesanovic is off to Salzburg. We're also down now to just 1 Austrian in the club. And again, we're going to have to be cutthroat when it comes to Germans here. We've got so many in the squad. Players like Moritz Jens, I probably would have kept and tried to loan out, but we need to get down to 1 player per nation as quick as possible. So we're selling him to Hellas Verona. These are the type of deals that hurt. We had to make a tough decision. It is the captain, Maximilian Arnold, who is leaving the club. We sell him to Barcelona for 21 mil. Because for me, the one German player I intend on keeping for at least the short term is Lucas and Mecha. Tick the Ivory Coast off the list, ladies and gentlemen. We have signed Ousmane Diomande here from Sporting, £30 million for our first and maybe only Ivory Coast signing this video. I'm waiting for the inevitable comment where somebody thought that was an Irish signing. Deciding which of the Belgian players to keep was honestly the hardest decision to make. The easiest player out of the 3 Belgians in our squad was to sell Sebastian Bornau, which a few years ago, when this dude was the hot prospect in career mode, I didn't think I'd be saying this, but something we knew we had to do, especially after signing Tomiyasu, was sell Baku. We've sold him to Newcastle. Another German out of the club here. We are cleaning out the Germans. It is Yannick Gerhardt heading to Galatasaray. And we add our first Algerian player. This is a great signing for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's a unique nationality in Algeria. It's a left back position where we need some help. We signed Ait Nouri for £15.6 million, but the big thing is it now gives us the option to sell Ruggiero either now or down the line and have the Brazilian slot open again. And we're now down to just 1 American, as we have sold Ulises Lanes Jr. to the Turkish league. He's following the Haji Wright career path. We genuinely might be able to sell all the Germans in this window. Nicholas Klinger, the latest to leave. And this was the toughest departure and the toughest decision of them all. Like I said, selling Bornau was a sort of easy decision, but between Cohen Casteels and Asta Vrank, this was so tough. Ultimately, we've decided to sell Asta, the wonder kid. He's 74 rated. We've decided to keep 83 rated. Oh man, this hurts, man. I know we could sell him like 50 mil if we kept him down the line, but it has to be done. We sell one wonder kid and we replace him with another. It is our first Turkish signing here. Real Madrid would never sell this guy, at least in these next few years, but Arda Güler is going to be joining us here from Real Madrid, 22.6 mil. Down the line, I expect our squad depth numbers to get really, really weak. I'm going to make a signing that is literally impossible, but Iran Kunda, he's signed for next season to join Bayern Munich in real life, but we're going to get him to Wolfsburg in this video. We get our first Australian player, and honestly, I'm immediately putting him on the loan list. We might be down to only a handful of German players now. Another one gone. And I'm actually going to send our only remaining American player out on loan for the season. Kevin Paredes, joining Gio Reyna at Nottingham Forest and Matt Turner. And Iran Kunda is heading to Turkey for the next 2 years. Finally, we get this one over the line and we are now down to just 1 Danish player in Jonas Wind. It is Joachim Mael heading to Burnley for £13 million. Behind behind Cohen Castiles, we have 0 goalkeepers in the squad right now. So I'm going to go in here. I literally went to the free agents list and I was like, all right, what's a nationality I'm probably not going to sign anybody from? We're going to sign a Qatari goalkeeper. Yes, lads. I love this challenge. What other video would we sign? A Qatari, a Japanese, an Ivory Coast, an Algerian, and a Turkish player all in one window. I love this. Michal Barsham, welcome to Wolfsburg. Call me Pitbull, the way I'm Mr. Worldwide. We've put a really good dent into the challenge so far. This is what our starting lineup looks like in season number 1. I mean, I don't intend on having Gula playing left mid for the entire time of his career. Eventually, I want to transition the formation into like a 4-1-2-1-2 or something along those lines. But right now, we've just had to do what we can while trying to thin out the nationalities. So including players out on loan, we have 4 Germans left in the squad, 2 Frenchmen left in the squad, 2 Croats left in the squad, 2 Polish players left, and 2 players from the Czech Republic. So we're making a pretty good dent into making this squad just full of 1 nationality players. Oh, and 2 Swedes. But to be honest, for this first season, I just don't want to get relegated. To be fair, I should probably release Amin Sarr here considering he's on loan with us, but then we would have no reserves in our squad. Come January though, I'm probably going to do that. Oh my God. Wolfsburg, I hope you're watching the video. I am giving you guys the blueprint. How in the world are we sitting 3rd in the Bundesliga right now? We've only had 2 losses all year. No, that's actually insane. We could be playing Champions League next year. Well, we're now down to just 1 Swedish player, and I had nothing to do with it. Sarr has been recalled by Leon. Clearly, our strategy is going all right in this first year, so I'm just going to make some signings for pure squad depth. Some players that are going to be potential future superstars like this guy, Christian Hlinson, and some that are honestly here to just help with squad depth as a whole. Kamal Miller, our first Icelandic and our first Canadian signings. And this one here, this guy could honestly be a starting player for us next season. Christian Aslani is a wonder kid. Our first Albanian signing. Immediately loaning him out. Just a short 6 months, 6-monther, keep the ball rolling. He's off to Sporting. But I'm actually praying we can hold on to a Champions League spot here. And look, the default youth academy, I've released most of the players because the nationalities clashed, but we don't have any English players in our squad. So at least for now, for the next couple of months, until I sign an Englishman, I'm going to promote Riley Poole to the senior team. There was some drop off in the second half of the year, but honestly, compared to how Wolfsburg are going in real life and my expectations coming into this year, I will take 5th place every single day of the week. We're back in Europe next year. It's not the Champions League, but it'll do. Bayern Munich win the league, Leverkusen unable to do it like in real life. Relegated sides Bochum and Heidenheim with Darmstadt in the playoff. Dortmund do win DFB Pokal. St. Pauli are coming up 4-0 after taking down Darmstadt. The Champions League is a Madrid derby. Hey, our man Aslani has won a Europa League 3-1 over Leverkusen. And Aston Villa win the Conference League. What a first season though for Jonas Wind and Lucas and Mecha. Both up to the 80 marker, both getting 15 plus goals. That's awesome though from Jonas Wind. I plan on keeping these guys as the strikers for the foreseeable future. Iran Kunda up +6 after going to Turkey. Aslani up +1, which is fine. And Kevin Paredes up to a 75. Interesting. So season 1 of this One Nation challenge has gone a lot better than expected. But the main goal for season 2 is to get this squad eligible. Get it so we only have 1 player from every nationality officially. We're going to have to release Riley Poole, lads, because we have signed another Englishman here. It is Jadon Sancho. He returned to Manchester United after his loan spell at Borussia Dortmund. This man loves the Bundesliga, so I'm hoping he can do a job for us here at Wolfsburg. I almost said at Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho signing on, and we are going to pay £45 million for him. Operation Clean Out the Squad is underway this year, though. Luca Waldschmidt back from loan and immediately sold to Mallorca. That's 1 less German. Our Icelandic attacking midfielder Gleisen off on loan to Union Berlin. We now have just 2 Germans remaining in the squad, and we're down to just 1 Polish player. Now, this might be a departure some of you guys didn't see coming. We officially have no Austrians in the squad, but I want to make a huge upgrade at the right midfield role. I want a player the same caliber of Jadon Sancho. So Patrick Wimmer is off to Nice. We can now go ahead. Not that there's really any that stick out, but we can go and sign an Austrian again. And we're now back down down to just one Englishman, Riley Poole. It was worth selling him, worth signing him. We get 700k profit. And the departure of Franjic means we are now down to just one Croatian. Just 3 more players to sell and we will be eligible. LaCroix is now our only French player. We've sold Nicolas Koza here. He's heading back to France, off to Marseille. And we can't get deals over the line here for Kevin Behrens or Lucas Ambros. So honestly, lads, I'm just saying screw it. I want to be eligible. We're going to sacrifice about $1.5 million here. Behrens is gone, and so is Lucas Ambros. And now as you go through the squad, we should be completely eligible as it stands. We should have no players where there's more than one nationality represented, which is awesome to be at. This team is the definition of diversity. Massive, absolutely massive. Our left midfield and right midfield roles have gone to the stratosphere this window. Daniel Mayen, our first Dutch signing, our only Dutch player, joining us from Barcelona for £50 million. His valuation goes up when we sign him. He was, that's a win because he was 84 rated when I was in negotiations. It's gone up to 85. You love to see it. And on the very next day, we're going to sign a Bosnian right back here. Amar Dedic is joining us from Darmstadt. £12 million as a backup right back option to Tomiyasu. This team narrowly missed out on the Champions League last year. With the additions we've made and the growth we're going to have and we've already had, surely we have to be having the Champions League as the goal this year. We need to qualify. Gula into attacking mid. We've changed the formation up slightly. Our bench is so strong. Our reserves are so strong. I'm excited for this year, fellas. If we could go on a run though in the Europa League, that would be awesome. Well, this is a drastic change from where we were this time last year. We're sitting 8th in the Bundesliga right now. Luckily, the points aren't too far off. Like, we're 5 points away from the top 4. But regardless, I wanted to be up, challenging for a title, or at least up in 3rd place like last year. I'm still happy with the direction of the squad. I'm not going to throw the toys out of the pram at the moment. Although somebody that is throwing their toys out of the pram is LaCroix. So we're going to probably look to get offers in for him, I suppose. That will open France back up, but I guess we're going to have to go in for a new center back here. And there it is. LaCroix is off to Real Madrid. We've lost him. We've lost a Frenchman, £28.5 million. Luckily though, that's a good thing where if I'm going to get anybody that walks, I want it to be players from big nations where there's plenty of options for us to use the France slot again. And ironically, the French are producing center backs like they're going out of fashion. We're gonna use that slot straight away. Jean-Claude Todibo, it's a +2 upgrade here at the center back role as he joins us from Nice. For the 2nd straight year, we finished 5th here with Wolfsburg. We finished 5th. We weren't even close to the Champions League. I mean, I'm glad we're gonna have Europa League again next year, but I really want to be playing. I really want to be in with an opportunity of completing this rebuild. Bayern Munich win another Bundesliga title, and in the relegation zone, St. Pauli heading straight back down alongside Mainz. Frankfurt do win the DFB Pokal, and Hanover are coming up to the Bundesliga. Man City Benfica almost broke their European curse. If we could qualify for the Champions League though by going on a run in the Europa League, that would be awesome. So far, undefeated. How'd we go? So prelim round we weren't involved in. Round of 16, we go out to Club Bruges. Come on, man. We go out to Club Bruges. Oh my God, who ended up winning that? It was Arsenal beating Chelsea, and Osasuna beat Aberdeen to win the Conference League. I will say, an underwhelming season here for Mecha. Thomas ended up getting a lot more of the starts, so maybe we look to sell him on next year and go for a big upgrade at striker and have the German spot available. I will not be upgrading on Jonas Wind though. It's an underwhelming season compared to last year, but 84 overall. He's got dynamic player potential working for him again. Also, Iran Kunda coming back next year, 74 rated. Klassen also 74 rated. He helped Union Berlin get a Europa League or a Conference League spot. Big moves are afoot this season, ladies and gentlemen. We have sold our former Swedish center midfielder here, Matthias Vanberg, to Athletic Bilbao. Sweden is now open, and Germany is now open, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided to pull the trigger here. Lucas and Mecha is off to Roma. £47.6 million for a man that scored 9 goals for us last year. I'm taking that every day. That is an A every day of the week. And that now means Germany is once again available. And we're going to use that open Swedish spot and fill it with Alexander Isak. Now, I know that I can go and sign players, like I didn't have to sign a Swede, but this made sense. I was looking for striker options, and when I saw Isak available, I was like, all right, we have to go in for this man. He's 86 overall, age 25. I'm expecting him to bag goals for fun this year, but we've signed him from Juventus for £83.9 million, a club record transfer. Rogério is also leaving the club though. The money doesn't mean much. It's more the fact we can now sign a Brazilian if we want. The temptation was definitely there to go for a Brazilian or a German in the center midfield role, but I've decided to go for our first Argentinian player. It is McAllister, who is making a move here to Wolfsburg, £67 million to bring him across from Liverpool. When we sold Rogério, the Brazilian left back, earlier this season, I knew we'd have to go in for a new left back at some point, and I immediately knew who I wanted. Liberato Kakache. He's a New Zealander. He's a left back. He's got years on his side. We're going to get the former Wellington Phoenix man into the club here. He's back from loan and immediately sent back out. Iran Kunda off to Mönchengladbach for the year. I'm actually having a really fun time with this challenge. This is one of the more unique rebuild challenges we get to do. But honestly, I'd be having more fun if we could actually get ourselves Champions League football. Second in the Bundesliga here on the 1st of January, just 2 losses all year. But there is a lot of competition breathing down our necks. We need to keep our foot on the neck in the second half of the season. Things not going too great in the Europa League. I mean, we're still alive. We came second in the group though, getting through on 1 goal differential. We're into the preliminary rounds where we're versing PSV. We need to turn it on. We fell off a little bit in the second half of the year. Bayern Munich coming from downtown and winning the league by 9 points over Dortmund, but we're in the Champions League in season 4. That's all that I'm worried about. We finished 3rd in the Bundesliga here with Wolfsburg. The draws absolutely crushing us. Cut out the draws and we win the Bundesliga title. Relegation zone, who's going down? Hamburg and Hanover. Leipzig do win DFB Pokal. We made it to the semi-finals of the tournament this year. And Dusseldorf breaking the trend. They actually win the relegation game and they're staying up. PSG winning the Champions League. I'm really curious to see how we go there next year. But did we get past the preliminary round? No, we did not. We lose to PSV, man. We are not turning it on in European football. The Europa League does go to Real Sociedad. And the Conference League goes to Man U. What a first season though in Wolfsburg green for our Swedish striker Alexander Isak, getting himself 31 goals. Jonas Wind, he has 23 goal contributions up to 85 overall. And how about the career resurgence of Jadon Sancho, absolutely crushing it once again. Champions League bound though in season number 4. Let's give ourselves the best chance possible of going on a run. The Brazilian spot has been filled, ladies and gentlemen. We need a big upgrade at the center back role. His value goes up, which again is always welcomed, but we got Gabriel on a cut price deal. He had 11 months remaining on his contract at Arsenal, so we're bringing him across to the Bundesliga. I'm trying to set it up so that our squad depth is bulletproof, and in the process we're gonna sign Patson Daka from Zambia. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got a striker from a unique country where we probably won't want to sign anybody else for the remainder of the video. Patson Daka, Zambia, off the list. Now I'm still open to going ahead and getting a top German player down the line, but for right now we're gonna fill the German spot with Noah Atubulu. He's a German goalkeeper, a backup option for us here, 79 rated, playing at Strasbourg, coming back to Germany, filling that role. Look at the eyebrow, look at his picture in there. He's got the eyebrows going. He looks like he's like risen us up. As a 27-year-old man, that really hurt to say the word riz in a video. TikTok brain rot is consuming me. I am happy to keep the squad, like not sell any players in this window though, because our starting 11 is so damn strong. Castiles continues to go up in overall. Gula 85. I want him to be like the 87, 88 mark by the end of the season. Look at our bench as well. Our bench is so strong. Our reserves are so strong. I would love for us to give it a red hot crack at the Champions League this year. Speaking of, this is our group. It's definitely one to be worried about. Benfica, they've lost a final in this video. They're going to be wanting to go one step further. Tottenham are always a strong candidate in rebuilds, man. I just want to get out of the group and reassess once we're there. There you go, lads. There you go. Top of the group. Not a loss. Only 3 goals conceded the entire group stages. That is a great start. Tottenham have had an absolute stinker there. It's ourselves and Benfica through to the round of 16. Top of the group, round of 16. Who are we facing? Real Madrid. Oh, come on, man. I mean, this is a pretty strong round of 16, but Real Madrid. You couldn't give us Frankfurt. There was really no easy games here, but Real Madrid is going to test us. We're absolutely crushing it domestically as well. Top of the Bundesliga, and I want it to stay that way. The minimum is to get top 4 every year from here on in, but if we could win a Bundesliga title, that would be incredible. If we can beat Real Madrid here, that's going to put the rest of Europe on notice. We're away at the Bernabeu for the first leg here. Gula, the former Madrid man, can he bag some goals against his former side? First leg, and it is a 1-0 loss. Vinicius Jr. is going to get the lead there for Real Madrid, and our undefeated Champions League campaign is over in the undefeated sense, and we're going to have our best performance yet if we want to take this to the quarterfinals. We are yet to get past the round of 16 in any European competition in this video. We need to change it now. This would be a nice place to start. Second leg, 1-0 down against Real Madrid, and it's a 2-2 draw. Oh my God. We're out in the round of 16 here. Wind gets a brace, but Bayer gets a brace there for Real Madrid. All of our attention goes to German football now. That is so upsetting, man. Bundesliga champions with Wolfsburg, and we have done it in style. It was close on the 1st of January. Not even close here at the end of the season. 15 points clear of Leverkusen, 19 points clear of Leipzig, and just 2 losses all year. We are firing. The green machine is firing. So we're heading back to the Champions League again next year. Sides heading down to the 2nd division though, Hertha Berlin and Mainz. Heidenheim made it to the DFB Pokal final. We are yet to... Okay, we have had a stinker there. Round of 16 exit to Werder Bremen. And Schalke have been relegated back down. It's been a good year for Heidenheim. They almost win DFB Pokal and they get promoted to the Bundesliga. Barcelona end up beating Inter Milan to win the Champions League. I'm still so disappointed with that. Liverpool win the Europa League, and Shakhtar Donetsk win the Conference League. Our strikers are absolutely ridiculous. 33 and 26 for Jonas Wind and Alexander Isak. Take a bow, fellas. I must say, I'm also just Cohen Casteels, I know goalkeepers peak late, but for him to be 87 rated right now has exceeded all of my expectations. Add a Spaniard to the mix, lads. We really do need an upgrade at the right back, so we're going to go ahead here and sign Alnar Martinez from Atletico Madrid. Overpaid, definitely overpaid, but the right back was the role we desperately needed an upgrade at. So we're going to go here, get Martinez. It's a +2 upgrade and 4 years of youth on Tomiyasu. And the pursuit of ridiculous squad depth continues. We add to our attacking midfield depth here. Ukraine's Artem Bondarenko is joining us. £44 million. He is a really, really handy backup if anything happens to Gula. An opportunity for early season silverware though. Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup. Need to start the season off on the right foot here against Bayern Munich. First leg is, or the first game of the season is a win. Our Brazilian defender Gabriel scoring there, I'm assuming off a set piece, to give us a 1-0 win and win the German Super Cup. The first of many this season, I'm hoping. I'm having a real fun time with this team, and I'm hoping this is the squad that can win us the Champions League. I mean, the starting 11 is ridiculous. The bench is ridiculous. The reserves are ridiculous, and they all come from different countries. How mental is that? We won the Bundesliga last season, and this year we are in the Champions League. We have got Marseille, Porto, and Rangers, a really balanced group here. We need to get back to the round of 16, and hopefully, I'm not even going to worry about who our round of 16 opponent is, because we need to get there first. We don't finish top of the group, but we get out regardless. End of the day, that's fine by me. Marseille top of the group. I'm nervous that means we're going to have another huge team. If we get Madrid again, I'm going to be upset. I mean, you have to beat the best to be the best, but sometimes I just want an easy path to the final. Round of 16, we've got Milan. It's not easy. Who do Marseille have? Marseille have Napoli, so there was really no easy option here. We're versus AC Milan. But on our quest for another Bundesliga title, we have a ridiculously tight group here, ridiculously tight season underway. A loss could send us down to 6th place. That's crazy. This is the stage where we went out last year, and we come into the Champions League round of 16 with a massive blow. Both Gula and Diomande are both suspended for this first leg in Wolfsburg. So Todibo and Bondarenko into the starting lineup. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Okay, it's a 1-1 draw. That's better than last year. They're going to be without Darwin Nunez, though, for the second leg, who did get a red card there in the first half. A little disappointed we couldn't make the most of it, but I guess it was a striker. So 1-1 heading to Milan. Gula and Diomande back into the starting 11. We're in a better spot than this time last year by the fact that we're not behind, but we need a win here. We're yet to win a game in the knockout rounds. Can we get ourselves through to the quarters against AC Milan? Yes, we do! Oh, that is a huge relief off our back. For the first time in this entire video, we've made it to the quarterfinals of a European competition. We're getting pretty familiar with Italy here, though. We've got another Italian opponent. It's Juve in the quarterfinals. I'm pretty glad that we signed Isak from them. Here we go, fellas. First leg at home, just like against Milan. I'm hoping we can get a win to take back to Turin here, and I'm hoping Isak can bag 1 billion goals against his former side. First leg, and we get the win. It's not Isak, but it's Jonas Wind, our Danish striker, giving us a lead here to take to Turin. Come on, fellas. Hopefully, Nori is not suspended. He is suspended. Come on, man. Tomiyasu coming in at the left back role here. It's a good scenario given how catastrophic things could get. This is why I'm building out a ridiculously strong bench so that when players get injured or suspended, we are not in the dumps too badly. But we've got a 1-0 lead here. This for a spot in the final 4, which we do. Martinez and McAllister with yellow cards, but we win this one 2-1. We're through. I'm hoping with a full strength squad. Perfect. No suspensions. That's a relief. Our Italian adventures have come to a conclusion, and now it is the big dogs of France. This is a tough Final Four to be a part of. There's no Real Madrid, but we've got PSG. When it comes to both in-game and simulations, PSG absolutely terrify me. First leg at home for the 3rd time this season, and holy shit! PSG don't scare me anymore. We win 4-1. Mayan gets a brace. Isak and Jonas Wind. We win. They got Phil Foden, and we still beat them 4-1. Holy a 4-1 lead to take back to the Parc des Princes is about as good as it gets. I was tempted to rotate some players, but I just don't want to bottle it. You know, I just want to get to that final. Hopefully the lads are on their best behavior to get us through to a final. We should be there. Holy oh my God. All right, we almost bottled it. We hang on 3-1, but Wind and Gula both with yellow cards, and I'm nervous about Wind. Ironically, I'm also nervous about Wind after eating Taco Bell. Yes! We've got players wanting transfer requests. I could care less about that. Nobody suspended. Thank the Lord. There it is. We've got Barcelona in the Season 5 Champions League final. Taking a look around the grounds, Man United win the Europa League, the Jose Mourinho derby. AZ Alkmaar win the Conference League. It came down to the wire. 1 point separated 3rd place to 3rd place, 1st place to 3rd, but we go back to back as Bundesliga champions with VfL Wolfsburg. Relegation zone, any big teams going down. Union Berlin in the dogfight, but ultimately it's FC Cologne and Hamburg are going down. Of course, we win the Super Cup at the start of the season, so we're going for the treble. In fact, we've done the treble. We win DFB Pokal. We're going for the quad, and the relegation playoff is between Schalke and Bochum. We've won every single trophy possible this season, but the Champions League is the last one to get. We've built an insane side using players from different nationalities. It's absolutely mental to see, but now it is time to see if this strategy can win a Champions League title. Wembley Stadium is the venue for this Champions League final. We only have 1 English player in the squad, so we need to use his expertise here. Barcelona have come out like a bull in a china shop. Boniface, we were way too comfortable there. Nicely held up there. Go on, ball under. Arda Güler, a bit of space, bangs it early, but puts it wide. Man, I'm just going to put this one in, hope for the best. Sancho can't get there. Oh, it's fallen to us then. Mayan, what? Wind scores it. Man, we got lucky with 2 bounces there. I shouldn't have even shot with Mayan. I should have passed it to Wind, but luckily we got a second opportunity, and our Danish super striker doesn't need 2 opportunities. Defend, fellas. Step overs galore from them. Barcelona are all over us, man. We're bringing numbers back here. is trying to jockey with players. Do not let him get a good shot off. Vitinha just defending any opportunity, any shooting angle. Ferran Torres, I see the run underneath there. They go to Alphonso Davies, who goes to Victor Medina. They get the shot. Castile's big save. Get that away. It falls there. Garnacho with the long shot. He puts that one wide. Man, we are getting dominated in this game. We are seriously under the pump. We need some fresh legs on in the midfield. Lovro Meyer on for these hopefully final 5 minutes. Hold on, Wolfsburg. And hold on, we do. I don't think I've ever won a more one-sided Champions League final in rebuild history, but that lucky goal. We got the FIFA FC gods on our side today, and we have successfully completed the One Nation Challenge. This was such a fun challenge. If you guys have any similar ideas to this, please let me know in the comment section down below, or tweet at me, or DM me on Instagram, whatever, because I'm really interested in doing more videos like this. But it is the man who we decided to keep at the start of the video, Koen Casteels, wearing the captain's armband and officially crowning VfL Wolfsburg as Champions League winners. Lads, if you enjoyed this rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.